Welcome to Fantasy Baseball, Baseball, Baseball. It's time for the DraftMasters talk. I am Dan today along with Steve Romano. Hey, Steve.
How's it going, Dan?
You know what's going good, Steve, because we're going to be talking about DraftMasters baseball, and I love baseball in general. And when we talk about DraftMasters and the standings, there's really one thing to point out is that the commissioner, the Baseball Furies, is 11 and a half points up of first place and 17 and a half points up of third place.
He has been on a roll now. I mean, yeah, it's like 4, 5 straight weeks every day. It's a daily league. So we're talking like 35 straight days probably that he's been in first place. And even though it's gotten close a few times where somebody might have gotten up to 73 when he was at 77, now he's at 81 and his team's looking really good.
Right, and he's got 42 batting points and 39 pitching points. And we've talked about the batting pretty much every week. How, like in home runs, he's up 23 over the second place team, and 37 on the third place team. In runs, he's up almost 50 runs to the second place team. In ribbies, he's up 50 ribbies over the second place team. So just some really big leads in a few categories batting.
It's been a dominant offense for sure.
But one
We went through
thing,
his team
yeah.
a few weeks ago today. Yeah, and like he had great keepers. He hit on some great keepers. He hit on some great spends at the draft, and then he hit on some cheap guys at the draft. And then he's made a couple of quality pickups through the season. So all of his roster building has kind of coalesced this year. Other than a couple of injuries, it's been almost perfect.
So we were talking about Zach's team, and we looked at the pitching category. And Zach is ahead in innings pitched, I believe. And now Zach's WHIP is a pretty solid fourth place 118, especially with all those innings. Zach's ERA though is seventh place with a 3.93 ERA. But the wins category is three ahead of me and Garrett, and nine ahead of you, but way ahead in innings.
Yeah, we were looking it up, and he's at 807 innings. Number two is 773, so he's 34 ahead. And then you're third at 761, so now he's like 46 ahead. Um, yeah, and Mike is way down there at 706. Mike is like 100 innings behind Zach,
But on
but
pace.
but on pace for much less. And he's got his K per nine is very similar. It's very close. And so yeah, I mean Zach's way out there. He's gonna fall off in innings at some point. But I mean his K per nine looks awesome. So I don't think that will be the issue. It would be the wins and shoals is where he'll probably get past.
Right, and then Schultz, yeah, exactly. You said I had like 40 some innings behind him or whatever it was. That's three wins. I'm
Mhm.
behind him. So, and same with Garrett. He's 50 innings, three wins. And then Schultz in third place behind you and me. That could fall too. Now, didn't you say also that Mike Seaton was also like on pace for almost 1,300, like 1,280 in innings or something?
Yeah. Mike, even though he's way back, like 100 innings behind Zach, Mike is like on pace for like 1,281 innings right now. Zach's on pace for 1,465. So, it's, yeah, without a doubt, as you reel those in, which Baldy knows, because Baldy just dealt with this a month ago when he got way out to like 1,560 himself. Um, yeah, you're going to get past in wins and shoals as you bring your innings back into line.
Yeah.
Sometimes Ks as well, but Zach has like the second best K rate in the league, so he probably won't lose too much in strikeouts.
No, he won't, unless he has some injuries or something. And there's always that thing. It's like, when should you get your innings? And we've discussed it before. And technically, it doesn't matter when you get your innings. If you get all your innings in the first half and they're really good, right? You just got to wait it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Then it's just a matter of sitting and waiting to see if other people get enough stats to pass you. Like, I mean, you get a 10-win lead, an 8-win lead. How much of a lead do you need, knowing that it's going to come back?
it's going
That's
to
all.
come back exactly. And you listen. You could have some trade bait because, like, okay, I'm starting six starters. I only need four or five now, and or
Yeah.
making
Yep.
those decisions who to start and who not to start. Sometimes that's tough, especially if you like all four or six of your players. So Fury's way up in innings, way up on overall, 81 points. I'm in second with 69 and a half points, 11 and a half back. And then a big divide even between second and third. You're 6 points behind me and 17 and a half games points behind Zach, and Seatown in fourth place, 19 points behind Zach. So just a dominating half season for Furies.
Yeah. Furies has been on fire. I swear, me and Mike have flip flopped maybe the last 4 days in a row. Garrett in there too, bunch of flip flopping. I'm actually okay where I am because I had those great weeks that pulled me up into the money race. But for the past 2 weeks, my team has been very like average, very average. So
So
for me
third
to
place
still be,
isn't bad. Well,
yeah,
what keeps you in it
yeah,
is having the best pitching points, 39 and a half, even ahead of Zach with 39 pitching points. So that's really good. But you only have 24 pitching points, batting points, I mean, 24
yeah,
batting points. And but that's come up a little in the last few weeks, hasn't it?
yeah. Like a couple of weeks ago, I got it up to 29. And that's
Right.
when I was rolling up around 67, 68 for a few weeks.
Well, you and Garrett have the biggest differences between batting and pitching 42 39. Fury's batting pitching. I'm 33 and a half batting points, 36 pitching points. You're at 24 and 39 and a half. Seatown, 34 batting points, 28 pitching points, a little lower, but we just discussed those numbers will come up for him. He's behind in innings. Highland Park, though, also a big split of 22 and a half batting points, but 37 and a half pitching points. But
Yeah.
they just made a trade for some hitters. So we'll see how it happens there. And then eighth, 26 and a half batting points and 31 and a half pitching points. And I want to get into this next one, seventh place with 50 points, 31 games back at first place, but only 12 games behind fourth place. Baldy is second in batting points with 38.
Dang. That's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
38 batting points, 12 pitching points. Hmm. That's 12 is
Yeah.
low. That's not a lot
And
of
he
pitching points.
one, two, three, five, six. He's seventh in innings with 720 innings. Now, remember at one point, as we just mentioned, he was way out in innings two, like Zach is now, and he reeled it back in. But let's see. I'm gonna look at his pacing. Yeah, he's on pace for 1306 now, and I'm on pace for 1307.
Um, I'm looking at Baldy's team real quick, and maybe you should shoot him a text because I see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight reserve players, nine reserve players.
Oh, he's having an illegal lineup day.
He's
Isn't
got
there
an
games
illegal
already going
lineup.
on?
He's got nine. I think he can still save it. Maybe not. I see that 11 o'clock game hasn't started. Um, I don't know, but he's got. You should shoot him a text real quick. I'll banter. Um, shoot Baldy a text, would you, Steve? He's got an
All right,
illegal
we're
lineup.
gonna do. I'm gonna do it right
We're
now.
going to do some live communication with a team member on the podcast as Baldy has an illegal lineup. Now, let's see if Baldy made some pickups last night. Yep, picked up Bradley, picked up Yates, picked up Josh Bell. So made some moves. Needs to change the roster. We'll see if we can help Baldy. But 12 pitching points, really tough as you send him a message. I banter on. And in pitching points, let's see. Baldy is last in whip is oh, his best would be seventh in wins. And Schultz, he's second last in nine. And Ks, he's second last, and ERA, Baldy is eighth place. So um, tough pitching year for Baldy, who usually, I believe, has a pretty good pitching staff. Maybe took a different route this year. I'm not sure.
I think he did, right? I mean, he
Yeah,
spent all that money. He had the most expensive keepers, and then he spent money on three big guys, right? Wasn't it? It was Tucker,
yeah.
Chisholm, and one other. I mean, he spent like $150 on three guys or something at the
Well, he
draft.
spent 35 on Freeman, 50 on Chisholm, um, and then he just traded 42
Chisholm,
on Ramirez. Oh, that was a keeper. He traded the
yeah,
guys
and
away. That's why I can't see him on his team. He already oh,
yeah,
Turner, who he traded to Mike Turner, and
yeah, yeah, Turner and Tucker, but he had Turner too.
okay, so Tucker he drafted.
Tucker and Chisholm.
This is crazy. But so he took a different approach. Not sure if it worked, but I will say he's got some good hitters. He's second in offense. And then behind Mike in
Yeah,
fourth place is Garrett with 60 points. Um, just two behind fourth place. Ape is 58 points. Baldy at 50 points, like we said. Tommy Baseball only a point and a half behind Baldy, and I believe coming up lately. 26 pitching points, 22 and a half batting points for Tommy Baseball. Sluggers fading. Ninth place now we're higher, I believe. They were now with 41 and a half points, and Big Al with 16 points. So there's been some changes in
remember
the order.
we want to keep an eye on Hunter acquiring those three starting pitchers.
Has not paid dividends yet, as his pitching stats are 17 and a half.
Yeah, I just looked last week. Like I changed the period to the last week, and they were also same 17 and a half.
Okay, so listen, I teach their own. Not everyone thinks about baseball 24/7, 7 days a week. Other people have lives, not me. But I do have a life. I'm just kidding. But I love baseball so much, and he's got Jeffers and Will Smith as his catchers, and both are on the IL.
Ooh,
Hunter.
Hunter?
Yep, they're in the starting spot. Both are on the IL. I think they've both been
Oh,
on the IL. So he is
yeah,
not.
because I have Will Smith in the head-to-head league. He's been in the IL for like 3 weeks.
Let me. I mean,
Jeffers
yeah.
has been on the IL for like a month. He's getting ready to come off of it. Mm,
Well, I
that's
don't.
rough.
Unless Sluggers have made some moves, I don't think he's been starting any catchers. And there's some decent ones out there actually, but it's hard to figure out who to drop. But so far, the pitching category at 17 and a half pitching points has not come up too much for
No.
Sluggers. But I will say, I think his 24 batting points. I think his offense has come down a bit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, and not starting any catchers for 3 weeks will do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might not help. Um,
Doesn't help.
no, it doesn't help. Interesting numbers across the board. Some slots have changed, but Zach dominating through the first half. We're a little past the halfway mark, but uh, and we like to look through some moves real quick. Not every move, because some people don't want to hear every move, and I totally understand that. But I like looking for funny names or neat names or names I don't know, and also some big moves that have helped teams. We're going back to Tuesday, January 30th. Um, Quality picked up Nick Martinez. Um, you know, that's a good pickup for a team that needs pitching.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Nick
He's been
Martin
pitching
got it.
well. He
Oh,
slowed up a
activate.
little.
Yep.
Yeah, not a great high per strikeout inning, but Nick Martinez will give him some decent numbers. Um, Cantillo was picked up in the streaming Seatown, and Jin was dropped. Anything else jump out at you?
Contillo's been good lately. Um, Aldi grabbed that Senzatella guy, but I think he eventually drops him.
Right.
Um, yeah, Milton, streaming Mike,
I picked up
Stoney. Yeah.
Tommy Edmond for $2 and dropped Bradish. And that's it, Steve. We discussed it. If I drop Bradish again, I can't pick him back up. So that's
All
so
right,
that's
I'm gonna hold you to it.
yeah. I don't know how many times I've dropped and picked him up. Maybe two, maybe three. I'm not sure. But I drafted him, dropped him. Picked him up, dropped him. I think picked him up, dropped him again. I'm not sure, but and you know what? And C-Town picks him up later. We'll get to it, and it's a great guy to pick up because he is going to throw a
Oh,
gem.
I guarantee you C-Town will stream it. Without a doubt.
I don't think he's going to stream him. I mean, he might after a bad start, but to me, Bradis is a guy. If you can hold on to him, because he's going to have that 11K, 7 innings, 1 run game more often than the 6 run game.
I, I guess.
I dropped him. You have him in the other league, don't you?
I got him in the head-to-head league. It sucks.
Oh, it does suck. Well, I'm done with him, Steve.
It's
So
a bad roller coaster.
if he's out there, I will not. I don't care. If he's pitching good, he won't be out there. So I'm not picking him up. So I dropped him. Tommy Edman, a decent player. If he's playing, plays multiple positions. Dansby Swanson, picked up by Baldy. Baldy with a second best offense, adding to it. Dubon was dropped.
I mean, look, what Swanson has done over the past 10 days is
Crazy.
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Last couple of weeks. It's sick. I mean, like you said earlier, he saved the season.
Yeah, and it's 2 games with 3 dogs. What, are you kidding me?
That is crazy. This pickup, Ruiz was picked up by Zach. He needs stolen bases. Bender on the IL, the pitcher, was dropped. Ruiz doesn't play a lot. I think he only plays against lefties, but he is stealing bases.
Yeah. And of all the teams that could have a burner to steal who does no power at all, that would be Zach. Because he's so far out in homers and RBIs that he could throw a guy with just a 2-tool guy on the team.
Absolutely. Those 18 stolen bases are perfect for a team way ahead in the power categories. Varsho picked up by Mike. Cooper Pratt experiment done. He's not really playing well since he came up. Not, for fantasy anyways.
Yep.
I picked up Haim, the catcher. I thought that was a decent move. He's playing pretty well for the A's, actually.
Yep. Eddie made some moves there.
I love seeing Eddie. He dropped Gasper. He dropped Littell. He picked up Dubon, who was just dropped. And I like that pickup. Dubon plays a lot of different positions.
Yeah. And Schneeman has kind of
Schneeman. You know somebody in his class growing up went, hey, Schneeman.
I like also Baldy picking up Mike Soroka while he's still on the IL.
Oh, I love the IL pickup. Almost got him?
Almost did that the other day. I looked at making that same move. And then for whatever reason, I moved along. I didn't. And then when I saw that ball, oh, fuck, that's right. I wanted to do that.
And you remember how we were commending Zach going, that's a good pickup. He doesn't play a lot, but you can put him in there when he does. He dropped Ruiz and picked up Kevin Kelly, the relief pitcher, going for some Schultz.
Yep.
And then, as I mentioned, Mike picked up Kyle Bradis and dropped Freddie Peralta. And look at that. I mean, those are 2 big names. Not only did he pick up a big name, he dropped the big name, as we dissected in the earlier podcast. What a horrible season Freddie Peralta's having.
It does seem, though, Peralta is being more consistently underperforming, whereas Bradish is more peak and valley. It's a roller coaster.
Well,
right?
100%. I mean, last game, the game Mike probably got 7.2 innings, 3 runs. That's fine. 5 hits, 5 Ks, 1 walk. He took the loss. He's 5-9 for the year.
From who?
From Bradish.
Oh, Mike already had him for a start?
For 7, yeah. The 7-5 start, July 5th start.
Oh, okay.
So that's what
Peralta hasn't had anything like that.
No, and that's my point. I mean, 2 games ago, Bradish pitched 8 innings shutout. 3 games ago, he had 7.2 innings, 1 run. But then the 2 games in a row, he gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. But then, so he has so many good games, but his has 5 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs. Those are low innings, 4 runs. Just some big blowups.
Yeah, and even when they're only 3 or 4 runs, he's getting chased early, so it's not good for the.
No, and he's got 101 Ks, 100 innings, so Bradish does have a decent K rate, obviously.
Whereas Peralta's like what? More of like a. I would think he probably pitches to 5 innings more often than Bradish, but he doesn't reach
Uh,
7 innings as frequently as
well,
Bradish,
here are his
right?
last 1, 2, 3, 4 games: 4 innings, 5.2, 2.2, and 5 innings. That's for Peralta. And just to let you know,
Mm,
Peralta's numbers are totally, totally affected by the fact that he gave up 10 runs in 2.2 innings on June 20th.
right.
Yeah.
But still,
Well, his ERA went from 3.90 to 4.83. So, I mean, 3.90 is not good, but 4.83 is almost a whole run worse. It is. And then his whip went from 1.30 to 1.39. So his numbers weren't great already, but they really got bad after that game against Philly on June 20th.
yeah, no, I would rather have Bradish than Peralta, as me and you both know, as former owner.
Oh, my
Not a
God.
fun ride.
It's not a fun ride at all. Nice to see Big Al's making some food. Picked moves Caratini. I'd make some food. He does. He's a good cook. Caratini catcher was picked up by Big Al. Tanner Beebe from Cleveland was picked up, and Sloltons was dropped. Don't even know who that is. And then John King was picked up from Miami. Randy Vasquez, the pitcher who pitched so well the first month or so of the season, was dropped. All on the IL now by Big Al. So nice, decent moves by Big Al.
Yeah, when I was looking some stuff up on Fangraphs, yes, I did see. I saw some little numbers from Randy Vasquez. Pretty like so. I don't know what was going on that first month or so, but
He's
it
back
ain't
down to
good
earth.
now.
He's back down to earth. Yeah, we are going through a lot of the moves, but I like this Sonoja pickup from Miami. He's hitting really well. We talked about Miami a little earlier. They're playing so well. He plays multiple positions, I believe. So I like that.
And, yeah, and then the next guy, Mike picks up a AC,
Yeah,
drops Mackenzie Gore.
Mackenzie Gore.
Casey,
I believe he's picked up and dropped like 3 times this year at least.
yeah,
Mike.
Mackenzie Gore has been dropped.
No, I
He's
think
yeah.
Mike has picked up and dropped him 3 times.
Oh, just him.
I,
That's
I,
funny.
I think so from my memory banks. I'm pretty sure Mike's picked him up and dropped him a few times.
I think Owen Casey, though, I was saying to you earlier, Miami has a lot of young guys, and they're all like producing it. Like they're having good at bats, they're making contact, putting the ball in play, and but they don't really have. They need like a middle of the order guy. It, I think they would like it to be this guy Owen Casey. I'm not saying it's gonna be, but he was a prize prospect for the Cubs, and he was the centerpiece when they traded the pitcher Edwards to the Cubs, and like in a perfect world, like this would be their guy who hits 290, 30.
Right. Well, they're playing really well. Looking at their lineup as we, go off in a little offshoot. Hicks is obviously playing well. They got him back. He's playing first DH or catcher. But the guy who's really making things go is this guy named Otto Lopez, team. He's batting
No,
346.
Otto fucking Lopez.
Otto fucking Lopez. He's batting 346. He's got 59 runs. He's got 25 doubles, 9 homers, which is good for him, 43 ribbies, and 17 stolen bases. His high was 20 back in 2024, so he's going to obliterate that. And so, I mean, he's stirring the cup. He's batting leadoff usually for them, but they got some good. Hicks is playing well, as I said. Edwards, the second baseman's batting
Yep.
302. Sonoja, I just said, is batting 278. This is the last game. And even a guy like Marcy, who's been playing horrible, just went on the IL, but they've been playing him because they got enough other guys hitting that they don't need Marcy's back because he's batting 192 and he injured his knee. So I'm glad I dropped him.
And Stowers too, even though I know he
Oh,
hasn't
yep.
great got off hell, but he had a great year last year.
Yep.
That's a capable young bat.
So just
But yeah,
impressed.
Miami's got a bunch of
We talked.
young.
We talked to them. I think I said they're 7 games above 500. They're fourth place in the wild card. They just had a pitcher pitch 7 perfect innings, but was taken out because it was Perez who's come off the ILs, had some injury problems, was at 90 some pitches. They took him out. protect his arm. Also, hey, we're in this race.
Yeah.
They are. So I'm impressed with Miami. I like seeing stories like that. Any other pickups?
Mm,
Jeffrey with one F, Yan was picked up, and Carlos Lagrange was dropped. I just brought that one up because Garrett did it, and I like the name Lagrange. They're both minor leaguers, by the way.
I like Seatown
Pick up who? Come
pitcher for
back?
Tampa Bay. The next move, Mike grabs Ian Seymour.
Yeah, turn to your left. Turn to your
Drops.
left. Seymour. Seymour is a relief pitcher who's been pitching well. Is he getting saves?
No, he's
He's
moved into the
starting.
rotation.
Wow.
Yeah, now he's starting. Yeah.
Wow, I like
I
that a
like
lot.
Cantillo. He's probably just streaming, but Seymour has been.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. See, Jake Junis was dropped by me. I got him in a trade. Tommy Baseball picked up, this was this morning, but he picked up Caleb Killian. I bid $1 on him. So Tommy Baseball won that bid with
mm,
$3 bid last night. He's getting the saves for the Giants lately.
yeah, it's sure seems.
I picked up Tyler Wells, who's gotten a couple saves for Baltimore now that they've lost Helsley. And I dropped Marcy, as I
Finally
mentioned a
got
couple
rid.
moments ago, because Marcy is horribly stinky poo poo, 18 stealing one bases, but batting below 200 and now injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Then Josh Bell picked up, Kirby Yates picked up by Baldy. And I like this pickup for Baldy, a guy who needs a lot of pitching points. I like the upside of Taj Bradley picked up. He dropped Pizarro.
Yep, that's he's doing well. Yeah, he's ranked high over the past few weeks.
Well, he
Has
had
some.
11 Ks in 5 innings his last game, Steve.
Yeah, right. Five
Yeah,
innings? No.
yeah,
Oh
5 innings,
man, I didn't know
11
that.
Ks. The game before that, he pitched 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 7 Ks. So he's pitching great for a team who's desperate for pitching stats. That's a good pickup.
Yep, it's good. I don't know if I believe it. We'll see, but he should turn back into a pumpkin in a couple of weeks.
He could. He could. So how are you liking your team? You said you're in a good position, feeling pretty good. You're liking your team?
I think I'm in a good spot, at least right now, that I don't feel like I have to do a lot of maintenance on it every day.
Right. A lot of
So like,
moves and stuff.
yeah, like I've at least reached a point where, okay, I don't have to fucking be scouring every fucking night when I come home from work.
Well,
But
yes, but
I don't think I know for a fact I've got players who are on cold spells, but they're not the type of players I could drop.
right.
But so yeah, I'm just hoping their cold spells don't last much longer.
Well, let's go over your team real quick, Steve. We haven't gone over your team this year, and I'm looking at your team right now, and I see your highest ranked player is a pretty good player. He's the second ranked player in Jordan Alvarez.
Man, grabbing Jordan Alvarez was a
32,
wonderful move.
$32.
Wonderful move. Yeah, $32. He
Who bid
was
31, I wonder.
he was probably one of my top he was probably one of my top 8 targets, but the top 5 targets all went for crazy money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy
So
40 to 50 money.
yeah. So 32 was a bit much, and I didn't even want to go there, but I'm sure it was Hunter who drove me there because he's an Astros guy. He's been awesome, man. Like he's awesome. Like, look, I mean, he's on pace for like what 118 runs, 120
Yes. He's got
RBIs. He's
62
out.
runs and 67 ribbies with 29 homers, and he's batting 320.
Yeah, he has been the real deal. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when people are like, if he could just stay healthy. Well, knock on wood, we're almost 90 games through the season, and he's healthy.
Well, Steve, it's funny you say that because before the season started, you get your team, you get your book ready. I have an old fashioned book with pen and paper, and I wrote down his name because I read a lot of articles saying, listen, this guy seems healthy, and we all forget when he is healthy, he's one of the best players in the major leagues. And so there was definitely some articles out there saying that he was on my target list. I didn't go that high. I wish I would have. He's a second ranked player. And you also have another top 10 player in Bobby Witt, who just avoided a big injury, came back, and is having a great season. Number 10.
Yeah, and Bobby Witt started super cold, like real cold, and then he picked it up, got hot, turned into Bobby Witt again. I just saw something like there's only been 5 players in MLB history that started their careers with 30 stolen bases for
Yeah.
the first 5 seasons of their
Yep.
career. And it
Yep.
was like, Ricky Henderson was like 12.
Yeah.
Maybe like Ichiro was there, 7, 6. They were all fairly close. But Bobby Witt, 5 straight years with 30 stolen bases.
Yeah, he has 30 this year already. His high was 49 and 23, 30, 49, 31, 38. So he's definitely on pace for his highest ever if he keeps the pace.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. He's got a shot at 50.
Absolutely. And then offensively, your next best ranked player is Schmidt.
Yeah, Casey Schmidt, a nice $1 waiver wire pickup one day that has turned out quite well for me. I mean, he's ranked 53, batting 283. His ops is 806,
Yeah, 17
17
homers,
homers, 7 RBIs. Yeah.
45 ribbies. Really nice, 7
And
stolen
then that,
bases.
so I got the two, Alvarez at 2, Witt at 10, Schmidt at 53, Ian Happ at 88, but it's so rough. He's batting 219, and that is hard to look at.
Ouch. What's he in there for? Runs, ribbies, stolen bases? What? I mean, ugh.
Well, he's got 59 runs and 17 homers and 41 RBI, so 17 homers, 59 runs. I mean, he's ranked 88. The 219 average sucks, though. And
219
then after
average. It's
that,
awful.
so I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters in the top 100, right? That's kind of a problem right there.
Right, but as we
D-
know, the numbers, that's for the season. Like guys like Ewing, it might be in the top 100 or 120 in the last 30 games. Bolte.
Right. Yep, Ewing, Bolte, I've done a good job. I mean, after half, I got Devers at 103. He's kind of picked it up. He's got 18 homers, believe it or not.
47
Um,
ribbies.
you know, Baldwin at 105. He's been super cold since he came back from the oblique injury that made him miss a month. Rafael is having his best year at 106. Bo Bichette has been playing way better. He's up to 124 now. Duran, another guy where you're like, look at the numbers, they're great. Oh, he's hitting 198.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Jansen's been a nice catch here, though, for you. I mean, in real life, the Royals are loving him. He's playing really well, though. 247, 13 homers, 47 ribbies, 41 runs.
And Jansen's been on a heater. Like he was the guy I wanted. I had him targeted, and I got him for $3. I plan on keeping him. Um, and he started off super cold, but like I think over the past month, he's like
Yeah,
batting 340 or something.
he's gotten hot. Yeah, this is true. Good find for Kansas City, playing well as they phase out Salvi Perez from their catcher position. Duran,
Yeah, I
though,
mean,
he's ranked 130, but dude, 197, but 13 homers, 14 stolen bases. So he's on pace for 20 odd homers. He's on pace for 25 stolen bases, 43 ribbies, 39 runs. So, 77 runs, maybe 80 ribbies.
not
Technically,
good.
it doesn't seem he's doing horrible, but it does seem he's not doing very good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But seriously, if he finished with 78 runs and 80 ribbies, and 23 homers and 25 stolen bases, you'd be like, that's not so bad. But that 197,
That's terrible.
terrible. You got a couple
But yeah, and
terrible
then so
averages.
yeah, well, yeah, and then Michael Bush batting 234. That's terrible. Durbin's batting 224, but I actually haven't had him that whole time. He's done okay for me. I've been happy with Moreno as my 3 catcher
Sure,
rotation.
you got a nice rotation.
Ewing and Ewing, Bolte have been very solid as rookies that I snatched.
Yeah,
Braden Montgomery, not so much, but okay. Um, so yeah, I just got a bunch of middling guys. and I don't have enough big guys who are kicking ass. I really only have Alvarez and Witt.
You do. You picked
Then
up
after that,
Seager and
it's a
hope that
bunch of
he
middle
comes
guys.
back. You think maybe Seager could be that guy he was before. I saw you picked him up a while back. He's on the IL again. And then pitching, your highest pitcher, of course, is one of your favorites, probably Chris Sale.
Chris Sale, he does seem like he'll be a big time when he retires, right? Kind of.
Yes, I think he can retire as a big time. 1.12 WHIP, 9 wins, 2.27 ERA. He's pitching 112 Ks and only 95 innings. He's having a Chris Sale season. Nice to see him being Chris Sale again.
Chris Sale has been awesome, and he's really my ace. After that, everybody else. I thought I had a deep pitching staff, but it all kind of fell apart. My starters, at least. My relief pitching's been great. Jacob Latz from Texas is a guy I picked up. He has 18 saves now, 1.71 ERA, 0.62 WHIP. Brian Baker from Tampa Bay has 23 saves now, 1.83 ERA, 0.82 WHIP. Both of those guys are more than a strikeout per inning. Um, so I've done really well. Rico Garcia, another guy. Garrett Whitlock is great. Vesia, like all these holds guys with great fucking numbers, great K per nines.
Sure,
Um,
sure. And one guy on your lineup in your team, Kevin Gossman, never a humongous fan, but a guy who's always been pretty good. Looking at his numbers, 4.19 ERA, 1.19 WHIP. I mean, not good, but not horrible. 101 innings, and he's got 100 strikeouts, so he's great. He's got 4 wins for the Stinky Blue Jays.
yeah, he's well, and he went through a rough patch too. But he had like three saves blown. I know
Oh,
of.
wow.
Hoffman did two of them, and one I forget the other guy that day, but it was like, oh, he pitched 6 great innings, like 6 great innings, and then someone in the bullpen blew it, and that happened 3 times.
Yeah,
So,
so
and
he's
then
actually pitching
lately he's
better
been a bit
than
shaky.
265. He's pitching better than 265, Rank Gaussman, I think.
I agree, but yeah, he hasn't gotten any wins. One thing that has been good for me is the emergence of Bryce Miller, who's now my second best pitcher.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I like some of the
Bryce
guys.
Miller.
Yeah, you got some potential though. You got Snell and Burns on the IL, and Woodruff just
Bur-
went there. You got Cole and Ray on your bench. Kirby's been pitching pretty good.
yeah, well, I like my team, my rotation, but Kirby has not been as great as I wanted. Cole came back great, but this last couple he struggled. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's nothing to get panicked about yet, but I have like 3 or 4 high quality starters that are been underperforming lately, but not Bryce Miller, because Bryce Miller has been on fire since he came back. He's only made 8 starts. He's got 4 wins. His K per nine is over 10, 1.71. His whip is 0.66 as a starter.
Wow, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think you got some good upside in your
So
pitching, which is what you need. That's your, right? Well, you're behind on
yeah,
hitting or pitching.
no, I'm on pace. My pitching's on target for innings.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
I'm
points.
pacing
Which is
well.
your weaker category, pitching or
Oh,
hitting?
hitting
Okay,
for
so
sure.
so your pitching, which is your better category, I see some pitchers pitching better than their numbers say their season long rank, and also some guys coming up who are pitching well for you, and some hopefuls. So I can see your pitching staying, but you need some hitters.
Yeah, you're right. The pitching, especially because wins count so much to rankings,
Yep.
but they're also like the most unpredictable of the stats, right? I mean,
Yes.
my pitchers are pitching well, but their wins aren't happening.
They're not
Hitters,
happening.
yeah, I could use another bat.
You could. I think you should, hopefully find someone on the waiver wire or make a trade. And just to let you know, before we end up the Draft Masters podcast for this week, Baldy only has 7 reserve players now. He fixed his team.
Oh, nice.
Your text worked. It
Excellent.
happened during the podcast. He saved himself. No illegal lineup. Congratulations, Baldy. So as we see, it is tight. Really, second through fourth is really up for anybody. Even, I don't even think. I mean, let's be honest. Even Tom is at what's Tom at? 48 points. He's only 13 and a half points behind Seatown in fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all the way down to eighth, I think he's totally within the money of, fourth or third place. Crazy season for Zach, though. Looking forward to when he has to cut back on those innings.
Yeah. I mean, that should be the interesting part. And where the rest of us jockey between then, right? Because like you're saying, two through five, right? Two, three, four, five. Yeah, two through five. I mean, fuck, Rick, 58, two through six. I don't know. But wherever that jockey where we all fall into position, let's say with 6 weeks to go, right? Then that stretch run will be when someone can make their move on Zach, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And, we can only hope that my team keeps playing good and I end up in first place. I mean, did I say that out loud? I think I did. I'm feeling pretty good, though, where I'm at. But I got to tell you, Zach is just so far ahead in a few categories. Um, I don't see him falling down in at least four categories. So we'll see what happens. This has been the DraftMasters podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody. We do appreciate it. Please send your comments or put it in the thread. I'm Dan O'Day. That's Steve Romano. Cheers.
Have a good one.